Hello and welcome to Fitzy's Fabulous Scrapbooks. I'm Michelle Fitzgerald, aka Fitzy, and I'm an independent advisor for Creative Memory Scrapbooking, and I'm here to help you make your scrapbooks look fabulous. So before I begin, I just want to say I just got back from an amazing vacation. I can't wait to print my photos and start scrapping them. I was in Minnesota for conference. And then I went to California to see my daughter off for an 8-week program that she's going to be doing at a college in Claremont, California. And then my husband and I made a vacation out of it. So not a bad deal, right? All right. So today's topic is going to be brace yourselves and don't go away. It's okay. There's nothing to be scared of here, but we're going to talk a little bit about journaling today. Now, I don't want you to be scared and I don't want you to be frustrated or turned off by it. I just want to hopefully inspire you a little bit to maybe do even just a little bit more with journaling than you might be doing right now. Okay. So this is a judgment-free zone. There's no right or wrong to scrapbooking. It's just done or not done. Remember that. If there's one thing I got from conference, that was key. All right. Pardon me, I am recovering from COVID. My husband and I, yes, we both got COVID, but we are both doing better. Just a little bit of a residual stuffy nose. Ew. Okay. So anyway, today, journaling. Why do we do it? Or why don't we do it? So the journaling to me is a compliment to the photos, okay? Journaling tells me everything that the photo doesn't when you think about it, right? And I'm going to show you some samples after I've gone over my little spiel here. But so please stay for the samples because I think after you hear what I say, that will help you put it into context, what I'm talking about, okay? But I feel like journaling is a very important thing to do, especially if you're taking on the role of family historian, then it is important to get all that important information in that book. And I want to give you an example, okay? And back in the days in old company, when we used to teach home classes, I'm sure a lot of you remember that. One of the things I used to tell my clients would be this: if you had a fire in your home, God forbid, and hopefully this does not happen to anybody, knock on wood, you get your people and you get your animals out. That third thing, it's your photos. Like your people, like your animals, your memories are irreplaceable. They can't be replaced. So, another example I would say, if you could have an album right now from your great great grandmother, would you want an album that was beautifully decorated, lots of pretty embellishments and papers, but no words, or maybe very few words? Or would you want a more plain album with all types of stories and her handwriting and different things that happened and why they happened? Which one would you really want? Think about that, right? I know which one I'd go for, and it's not the pretty one. Although I love pretty pages, don't get me wrong. But that to me, in a heartbeat, tells me how important journaling really is. And if it's important to me, I can pretty much guess that it might be important to other people in my family, even if they don't let me know it. So there are different ways to journal. And I, for one, am part of that crowd that hates their handwriting. I hate my penmanship. It's terrible. And I hate my printing. However, I still will print. I won't write. My penmanship is so bad, nobody can read it. But my printing is legible. I just don't like it. So yeah, I will still write in that book. Um, you need to remember, for those of us who hate our handwriting, and it's a hard thing to get over. I believe me, I've been there. Um, but it is an extension of you. It's part of who you are, what it makes you. It's part of your personality, right? Um, I know a lot of people don't send letters nowadays, but in the days when we used to receive a lot of letters, and every now and then you do get a card in the mail, a thank you note, a birthday card, or whatever. And without even looking at the return address, I can tell you right away who sent what, right? And I'm sure you can too. So you, handwriting does define you a bit. Um, and some of that should be in your album, just to show people, hey, this is me, this is all of me. It's not just about the pictures, but it's about me writing in here and telling stories too. So if you really are that adverse to your handwriting, and I know a lot of people are, you can always print it on your computer and print it out, type it in, print it out, and make a cute little journaling box and adhere it on and put it on. And that works too. That's fine. But the idea is, if for nothing else, get those basics things down. Who, what, when, where. If you can get to the why, even better. But if you can even just get who, what, when, where. Because let's face it, a couple of generations down the line, if you have photos in an album and there are no names, no dates, no places, these people aren't in history anymore because nobody knows who these people in the photos are, right? Think about that. I think that's a big deal. Um, so there are different ways. Like I said, you can do your own handwriting or printing. You can type things out on a computer and print it out. Um, you can write a paragraph too. Maybe you don't want to journal on each individual photo, but maybe at the end of a 2-page spread, or maybe you had a couple of pages for a big trip or something, you could just make a little paragraph about what was the best part of the vacation, what struck you the most out of anything. I know for this California vacation, one of the things I'm going to be writing about is how my husband and I did a 2-mile hike in the Mojave Desert. And I didn't know I had COVID at the time, but I did. So, but that's something that's going to go into that book, because who would know we did a 2-mile hike if I just put a picture of me and him smiling in the desert? Nobody would know that, right? Um, so that being said, and you can do it in artistic and creative ways too. And I'll show you something here. One thing is, you can write around, like say you have a round photo or even a square photo, you can write around the photo, right? To get some of your information out there. And why not be funny? Add a little joke in there, show your personality, who you are through your journaling. Maybe you're not one who jokes, so maybe you're a little more heartfelt. Put that heartfelt um, feeling into that journaling. It's going to mean a lot to the people who read it later on down the line. And whenever I am doing my album and I'm journaling, I always look at it from the perspective of somebody who doesn't know me or any of the people in the photos. When I look at it from that perspective, it helps me to see it in a different way, and I journal a little differently. Yes, I know that's my son. I know that's my daughter. However, if I look at it from the perspective of somebody who doesn't know any of us, I'll put their full names in. I might put their ages in and the year, because this is how old they were in, 1999 or whatever. But it sounds like a trivial thing, right? But it's so important. All right, so I'm going to go down to my workspace now. Let me just spotlight over here. All right, and this is an older album that I did, and this is my oldest son right here, Matthew, and this was taken in 2000, so he's probably 3 going on 4 here. This was March 9th of 2000. So we were in a play group, and every week we take turns rotating houses. Now, I love this picture. it's a cute little picture. Look at him and his little friend here. They're holding hands, going out the door. But what you don't know is what happened before I took that picture and why I took that picture. Okay. It's all journaled right here in a big long paragraph, but I'll give you the basic story. We were at his friend Sarah's house, and there was a whole group of us there, and she had fish ponds in her backyard. And this was in March, so it was kind of a nice early spring day, nice weather. And so we took all the kids out in the back, and they were looking for little fishies in the pond. And my son got very excited because he always was like that when he was little, and he was the one who fell into the pond. There's one in every family, right? So I very quickly, we got him out of the water, but it was still March, so it was cold. So we brought him into the house, and Sarah's mom, a friend of mine, got him some of Sarah's clothes. Sarah came in with us, and she's the same age as Matt. And the whole time she sat there rubbing Matt's back and going, "You're okay, Matt. You're okay, Maddie. You're okay, Maddie." And it was without a doubt the sweetest, most heartfelt thing. It was just adorable. She just showed so much concern and care. And this picture that I took right here was after he changed his clothes and they were going back out. And it was just, I don't know. For some reason, this picture always strikes me. Now, if I put that picture in the album, you'd look at it and say, "Oh, what a cute picture," right? But you wouldn't know that story. And that's the only picture I really think I have from that day. So that's the picture for me that brings back so many memories. Yet, if I didn't write that there, I don't know, maybe 30 years from now, I wouldn't remember that story, you know? And maybe 40 years from now, Matt will read this journaling and remember that day, or maybe he won't, but he knows it happened because I journaled that for him. Okay. So that's the kind of thing I'm talking about here. Now, when we're going types of journaling, I wanted to show you this. Here's Matt again, and I don't know if you can read it from this angle, but it just says Maddie, and because of the hat he was wearing, I thought I'd make a little joke, and I said, "Or Gilligan." So, but it's just cute little things like that that makes your album more personal, right? And then I'm going to show you one thing that journaling did to save me a lot of work. Let me get my other album. Hold on. Open to the page. I'll show you this one first. So I had spent a lot of time working on these pages. It's a birthday party layout. This was a 70th birthday party for my dad, and we were going to a fancy restaurant. So there's Matt all dressed up to the nines, and then here's the after party at my brother's house, right? So these are great pages. It's beautiful, and I actually did some journaling and writing right on the page with some stickers. So then I was like, "Oh, great, I'm getting so much done. Let me do my next page." Well, my next page is a mom and me page. All right, now I want you all to tell me what's wrong with this page, okay? You ready? You see this one here? Look what I did. Upside down. And of course, it was the mom and me page. Now, I was at a workshop in my friend's basement, actually, and it was the end of the night. And I said, "Oh my goodness, you guys, you're not going to believe what I just did." And everyone's like, "What?" I said, "I just did this page backwards. Look it." Oops, wait, I went back too far. Hold on. Look it. I got this, and then I got this. Like, now I have to redo this whole page. And I had done like little artwork here. Look at like just, and that's a lot for me. I'm not one who does a lot of artwork. So, and I had spent a lot of time on it. So I was really disappointed. And then one of my friends said, no, Michelle, do not redo that page. She said, this is you. This is a part of who you are. And it's funny. Make it funny. Let them see. So I made a little journaling box down here, and it simply says, my explanation for this page is really quite simple. It was very late at night and I was 32 weeks pregnant. Need I say more? So I could have taken everything off and redid the whole page, but this little journaling box really saved me. And it shows my personality. And it's actually a cute little page. I'll turn it right side up so you can actually look at it. But of course, the page we mess up on is the mom and me, right? The one we spend so much time on. But it's a cute page. And yes, it's upside down in my album and it will stay that way. And I'm okay with it because I used my little journaling box to get me out of it. All right. And then one more thing I'm going to show you on this page too. Now down here, this is a Polaroid photo of my son sitting on a stuffed panda bear. But what my journaling here tells you is Matt was the winner of the baby derby at the Boston Baby Expo. Now, this is back on April 4th of 1998. He won the Boston Baby Derby, which was basically they put a bunch of babies on this carpet, and then mom would run to the other end of the carpet, and whichever baby got crawled to their mom first won, and he was the one. He didn't like to be away from me for too long at that age. All right. So those are my thoughts and hopefully helpful tips on journaling. So I guess what I'm trying to say, and let me come back to me here for a sec so I can chat with you. Journaling is a personal thing for sure, but it doesn't have to be stressful. If you're one who just wants to stick to who, what, when, and where, that's great. At least you've got the information there. But if you're somebody who really wants to tell a story, tell your story and let your personality shine through. Whether you're a jokester and you like to be funny, or maybe you're a more heartfelt person, more serious, whatever your personality is, let that shine through in your journaling, in your albums. Okay. So I hope this doesn't come off as too lectury. And honestly, I would love very much if people had samples of their journaling, if you'd put them in the comments, take a picture of what you've done in your albums and share your stories with me. I'd love to get to know some of you who have been watching my videos. I'd love to get to know you all a little better. And I think journaling is a great way to do it. All right. Now, for those of you who have been following along on my plus sign design sketches, oh, before I get to that, hold on one second. I have a couple of things to tell you, and then, but let me do this first. So just remember you are watching Fitzy's Fabulous Scrapbooks, and we do have a Facebook group called FRQ, Glitz Girls Scrapbooking Group. We are a free group. You can come in and join us. We have lots of fun over there. We keep everybody updated on any kind of promos and deals going on with Creative Memories. We are strictly a Creative Memories group. It doesn't mean you can't use other products, but we only promote Creative Memories in our team in that group, just so people know. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to reach out to me at Fitzy's Fabulous Scrapbooks at gmail.com. Fitzy's is spelled Fitzys, no punctuation. Okay. If you don't already have a fabulous advisor, I would love to be yours. And feel free to check out my website, www.creativememories.com/user/Michelle Fitz. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. I would love to have you be one of my subscribers. And if you want to be notified when a new video comes out, click that little bell icon. All right. And remember to stay tuned every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. I put out a new video every Sunday at 8 p.m. Now, the two important things I'm going to tell you, if you are a fan of the plus sign design sketches, I have a new one coming out next weekend, the first week of July. So I'm trying to do one the first week of each month. So stay tuned for that. And for those of you who did my last plus sign design, there was a little teeny error, and I'm going to put out a small little video. I'm probably going to film it after I finish this one. And I'm just going to show you how to correct it real simply. Okay. I will probably post that video tomorrow or Tuesday in the evening. So keep an eye out. And as soon as I can get that together, it will get posted. All right. I just want to thank you all for joining me. And I really do hope some of you will share your journaling or pages from your albums in the comments under this video. I'm excited to see them and get to know all of you a little better. All right. So thanks for now. I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead. And I look forward to seeing you all next time. And I thank you all for watching. Bye for now.